Some houses look completely normal from the outside, but sometimes there's something hidden within them, something far more terrifying than we can even imagine. This is the story of a cold, quiet village hidden deep in the mountains of Italy. It was a stormy night. Dark clouds covered the sky, and the sound of a distant church bell echoed through the strong winds. A 14-year-old boy named Ethan was walking back home, holding a small bag. He had just bought some bread and cheese from a local shop. The road was completely empty. Suddenly, he heard footsteps behind him. Ethan froze. It felt like someone was standing right behind him, breathing heavily. Maybe a tall man. He quickly turned around, but no one was there. Then a flash of lightning lit up the road, and in that split second, Ethan saw it. A horrifying figure stood in the distance. Its body was stitched together from rotting human parts, with copper wires sticking out from everywhere. The smell of decay filled the air. In its hand, it held the half-rotten body of an animal, with wires coming out of it. The creature was smiling. Ethan's throat went dry. Without thinking, he ran. But as he ran, he felt it. The creature was chasing him. He ran faster and faster until he reached the church. When he turned back, the monster had disappeared into the darkness. Terrified, Ethan rushed to his uncle's house. His uncle, Dr. Aaron Blake, was an old surgeon. Ethan had been living with him for the past 2 months, ever since his parents died. People called it an accident, but Ethan knew the truth. His parents' bodies had strange burn marks, acid scars, and copper wires around them. The same monster had killed them. Since that day, Ethan had barely spoken. Dr. Blake often said that Ethan's parents were involved in experiments that went against the natural laws of life and death. One night, as Ethan was sleeping, he suddenly felt an intense cold. A strong gust of wind entered his room. He woke up and noticed his window was open. That was strange. He always kept it closed. As he got up to shut it, he saw something outside, a tall shadow. Suddenly, heavy rain started pouring and lightning struck again. And there it was, the same monster. But this time, it was holding something far worse. The severed heads of Ethan's parents. Ethan screamed and ran to his uncle. But when Dr. Blake came to the room, there was nothing there. He touched Ethan's forehead. He had a high fever. Dr. Blake gave him medicine and put him to sleep. But the next morning, Ethan saw something horrifying outside his room. Dead animals, their bodies stitched together, burned with electric marks, surrounded by thin copper wires, as if someone was trying to create something. He tried to show it to his uncle. But when they went together, everything was gone. Soon the villagers started believing that Ethan had gone mad. They heard him screaming and crying when he was alone. Sometimes he was even seen carrying dead animals, begging for help. Back then, many doctors and scientists believed that dead bodies could be brought back to life using electricity. Several experiments were conducted. And inspired by such ideas, a writer once created the story of a scientist who built a monster from dead body parts. Ethan's parents were scientists too. People believed Ethan was just confusing reality with fiction. They laughed at him. Eventually, Ethan stopped going outside. No school. No friends, no life. He stayed hidden inside the house. But Dr. Blake believed him. One night, he finally told Ethan the truth. His parents really were trying to bring a dead body back to life. The body they created was made from different human parts. The head they used belonged to a man who had died a horrible death. During one of their experiments, only his face had survived. After his death, Ethan's mother started seeing his spirit inside the house. That spirit possessed the body they had created. And for revenge, it killed Ethan's parents. As Dr. Blake was revealing this, suddenly the lights in the house began to flicker. Windows and doors started banging violently. Then they all burst open. The lights went out. Darkness filled the house. A freezing wind rushed in, along with a foul smell of rotting flesh. Ethan was shaking in fear. Dr. Blake tried to stay calm. He found a candle and lit it. But in the flickering light, Ethan saw something terrifying, a huge shadow, right behind his uncle. Dr. Blake turned. The candle went out. He lit it again, and this time, he saw it. The monster stood right in front of him, its half-burnt face, its body stitched with copper wires, something dripping from its hands, its pale white eyes glowing in the dark. Dr. Blake stepped back, but his foot got tangled in a wire. The creature grabbed his throat and lifted him into the air. Electric shock surged through his body. Within seconds, he was dead. Neighbors rushed in after hearing screams. Inside, they found Ethan crying beside his uncle's lifeless body. Copper wires were wrapped around him. Burn marks covered his face. The monster was gone, but now everyone believed Ethan. After this incident, Ethan was sent far away to a boarding school in France. But even after he left, the deaths didn't stop. Animals, humans, burned bodies, copper wires everywhere. Slowly, people abandoned the village. And even today, some believe that monster, that Frankenstein-like creature, still roams those mountains. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.